Before we always had the convenience of computers doing the work for us, people use different ways of dealing with perspective, or to give a three-dimensional image, one of which was a perspective grid. I've used them for drawing all sorts of things, but these are two. I'm going to show you two simple grids. This one more suitable for drawing an object, and what I should be doing is using a sheet of tracing paper over the top of this grid, but I haven't got any, and because of lockdown I can't go trotting out to the shops. So what I'm going to do is to draw it, make a slightly bolder line, because I do have the advantage of being able to print one grid after another. Anyway, let's get going. Simple grid, how am I going to use it? Well, first of all, what I envisage is I'm going to draw a table, or at least a tabletop. So I'm going to use this here, go right into the corner, and then in order to just, before I commit myself with the pen, I'm going to make a few constructive lines. So what I'm using is I'm using the ruler and I'm using my eye to make adjustment between these lines. I'm not using the line as I did there, I'm just going between the lines there, and then I'm going to come back this way and I line it up with this, and I bring it up to here, and I come back, and I've got a nice little tick there. So if I put a point there, then I can make my tabletop. Now I'm going to give that a thickness, I think a third of one of those, a third of one of those. So with my pencil I come across here. What I've got to look at is here, make sure I've got that going. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to give that a bit of substance now. Now the thing is, you can use these grids again and again, and you don't just have to use the bit that I'm using. That's not the shift. You could relate two objects to each other. Now then, what I want to do, I've got my tabletop, but what I want to do is I want to introduce, as it were, four legs which are slightly inclined, and so I'm going to pop up to here, and I'm going to mark out lightly on the top. Oh, that's not good. See, it's easy to make a mistake. That's better. I'll line it up with that. I want to go in one. There we go. One here, and one here. Now what we do know is this one is directly above this one, but I want them to be splayed out, so there, that point there. I can take my leg up there, give it a bit of quite an acute angle, but hopefully it's demonstrating. Like point, and I can come back along here using that. There. And back up. And then I can do the same over here. And this one is going to appear more or less vertical. Coming down to this point here. Put it there, back it there. Oh, that's not going out line, let's come off a bit. That should be parallel with that. And this one comes down. And one into the corner, which will go from there. That point. There we are. So what we've actually drawn is something quite simple, and it's using right angles, and I've managed to involve some other angles by judicious point and thinking. But what it means is that that initial construction that I had to make as a 2-point measuring point drawing, I can use this grid again, whereas if I wanted to change that or alter it in some way or do something similar from the right angle, I'd have to go through the whole of the construction again. There we go, thank you.